out here tonight. We expect the best out of everybody out here. Do your job. We don't need anything else. Tonight's tonight. Every one of you, man. What else? What you think, man?
The most important thing.
Hello, everyone. We're here.
We are here.
Live. So let's get right into it. We're going to get quick into it.
What's up, guys?
Really? We're going quick. All right.
Wait, I need to make sure I have everything in. Okay. Could you hear me from here? I can't hear you from my...
Yeah, we can hear you, Justin.
Because I couldn't hear myself through. I plugged in the right one. Oh, here we go.
There we go. That's better. That's better.
All right, let's start.
Okay, so here we go. Houston Rockets are trading James Harden to the Nets in a 4-team mega deal, sending Karis LeVert to the Pacers. What are your thoughts on this deal?
Honestly, I just think that this is a deal that I think most people thought was going to be made for a while. The Sixers were in the rumors saying that they could have gotten Harden, but obviously the deal didn't work out because the Sixers felt like they didn't want to give up Ben Simmons, who they probably would have had to give up to get Harden. So I honestly feel like the Rockets made the best out of a bad situation. I did relate this similar to the package that they got back to what the Thunder got for Paul George. Very similar package involving a lot of picks and pick swaps in the process. I think it's 3 first-round picks that are unprotected and then 4 pick swaps for the next 7 years. So they got a good haul for him, and I'm going to be interested to see what the Rockets do with Victor Oladipo now because apparently he has no interest in staying there.
Personally, I think it was a win-loss situation of the Rockets. The loss, what Matt just touched on with Victor Oladipo and LeVert. I understand where they were coming from, looking at it by win now, get the playoffs now with Victor Oladipo and LeVert's young. But in the situation, he didn't want to be there, which is very sad for them. And this is going back to football, actually. Deshaun Watson doesn't want to be there. And Houston's thing, and then the Astros cheated, like what Matt was bringing up earlier this week. And Jacob, Houston's going downhill.
Oh, yeah, they're going downhill. Big time. Big time.
And the other thing I have to say, the Cavs won the trade by getting Jared Allen. The Pacers won the trade by getting LeVert, and Oladipo doesn't even want to be there. The Nets get the trade, win the trade automatically because they get James Harden, the best the top 2 scorer in the league, because as well as Kevin Durant by his side.
I'll make this caveat: if the Nets win the title in the next 3 years, they win the trade.
I think they're winning this year.
If not, I feel like it's a fail.
I think they're winning a ring in the next 3 years, Matthew.
I mean, listen. Hopefully they do. I think they have a very good team that's built for it. I think they're similar to what the Warriors built with KD on their team as well. So we'll have to see what happens.
And the Rockets won the trade by getting the picks and all that, which was very convenient. And helped them because he didn't want to be there in the first place. And then even him saying, I want out, you still got lots of value. So it was worth it when it came to the end. Probably if they traded him in the beginning, they would have got a little more. But
I feel like his leverage went down as time went on. They probably should have traded him during the offseason.
That was the smartest thing. But
yeah. Jacob, any thoughts?
thought it was a good trade for Brooklyn if Kyrie and Harden can actually
Kyrie
work
wants
out.
to play now. Kyrie said he wants to play.
Well, yeah.
He
You
said
don't know
that.
what's I understand, but you don't know what's on his mind. You don't know.
Hi guys.
Neither do I.
Well,
Hello,
Jake,
hello,
we like to assume about lots of things, just like what I claimed with the Jets. But that's a different story.
Oh, speaking of the Jets, shall we move on?
We're done with that already?
Or-
We're done with that. We just touched.
Okay, I just wanted
We're done with
to.
that.
The Jets, I have the next talking segment on.
I'm very excited to talk about the Jets, but
Oh, it's gonna be the best.
let's talk about where we were right now with basketball and all this, because this is huge
Guys.
news. Yes, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about? Because
We're talking about basketball, so you could.
Okay. I'm gonna be mute most of the time.
No worries. No worries.
That's all good.
All right. But James, right now this league is tremendous. But I want to talk more about the Cavs situation, about Jared Allen, and now they have 4 to 5 big men. I can't name them all, but Matthew, I don't know who they're
The
going to.
Cavs have JaVale McGee, Karis LeVert, and they have Drummond too. But they probably have more on that bench. They have
Larry Nance.
They have Larry Nance, but I mean he's that I'm not considering more a power forward at this point. But they do have Okonge, who they drafted in the draft, so they have a lot of big men who can't necessarily shoot. So I don't know what their plan is with Jared Allen. I have a feeling someone's going to get moved at the deadline.
I think it's Drummond or McGee, or not even Nance. I don't think Nance.
I think it all depends on who they can get the most value for. Because if they can trade Drummond for like a first round pick, I feel like they'll do that.
I would no, in a way, I would do a first in Trent.
That would be bad. I mean, I think their whole goal here is if they can get a first round pick,
Okay, I'll give him a first in Simons. Why not?
that's fine. I think their whole goal is just to get a first round
If
pick.
they just want a first round pick, I'll get him cheap.
All
I
right.
love him because
I mean-
Nurkic. Because I want to talk about that now. Nurkic is out 8+ weeks.
That too.
That's a
very,
huge-
very, very tragic news. I mean,
That's why I'm saying they should have kept Hassan. Now looking back,
what?
Hassan.
Camper's best friend.
no, they should have actually, because now they don't have a center that can play rim protect.
I mean, listen,
Can or can't rim protect?
that's true. But do they really need a rim protecting center? Though?
Yes, he went minimum contract to the Kings.
Okay,
You could have got him.
that's true.
They really wanted him, but they felt safe with Nurkic, and in the past 2 games, he got injured twice.
Maybe Canada. Maybe not. Sorry, not Canada. Maybe Hassan was done being in Portland. How do you know he even wanted to resign?
I feel like that he didn't want to go for contender, and there was so much depth on Portland that he wasn't even going to play.
Okay, then that's your reasoning.
That's the reason I'm assuming, but I don't fully know the whole reason, but that's where I'm judging off of. But they should have kept him. Maybe if Portland said no.
No,
Matthew, because you don't have any defense.
no, that's not my point. My point is that okay, let's say they wanted to keep him. Would he have re-signed? I don't know.
He got minimum over there. I don't know, maybe a year, and then he shows how good he is. But they're not even playing him because there's Bagley, Holmes.
There's Bagley, Rashard Holmes, and they have other pieces there that they probably want to try out.
They're just going off young, yeah. That's why Hassan, I don't know why he wanted to go to the Kings. But it's a different story for a different day.
So let's put it this way. I'm not surprised that he didn't resign there. I said at the beginning of the offseason, I really expect him to resign there.
Sadly, but now looking at it, it was a bad move for Portland.
Yeah, so we have a lot to talk about today. I thought the Harden, I think in general, it really shakes up the NBA. I think it gives it the Nets. If the Nets don't,
Jacob, you said a few weeks ago that it was stupid for the Nets to trade for James Harden. Did you not? Because they were going to get rid of all their depth.
well, did they not?
They did.
I'm not wrong. I'm totally not wrong.
They gave up 2 depth pieces, which is in LeVert
Do you
and
think
Don't
they?
forget they don't have Dinwiddie anymore.
No,
so-
I understand that.
Do you
But
think
like,
they?
another
Well, but
loss.
2 weeks ago they didn't have Dinwiddie.
here's
No,
my-
yes, I know that there's.
So do you
I know.
think they improved by getting Harden, LeVert and Allen for Harden? Do you think they improved? I think so.
Here's my whole thing now. Let's say they don't win the championship this year, right?
I'm not even going off championship. I'm just going off of pure skill right
No,
now.
I'm just going off. Okay, let's say they get to the conference finals this year, or even they get to the finals this year and they don't win.
No, I'm saying pure skill off of right now.
No, I'm not
Do
saying
you think
that.
Allen's do you think Allen's gonna be a top 10 center in the next 3 years?
It's possible. He's very young.
He's young, yes. I think it's possible, but it's James Harden. He's a superstar.
And I
I'm
understand
gonna
that.
tell you
but
this.
I think it's all
Yeah.
it's all contingent
Do
on
you
that.
think Levert's gonna? And do you think Levert will
Something-
be a top 10 shooting guard?
Well, Justin, it also depends on if he resigns.
Who, James Harden? If Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving there, he will resign.
Something that we have spoken about in the past, but not in a very, 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 very long time, is a phrase that Justin loves to his dear heart.
Which is
Do you want to guess it?
What is it?
Team chemistry. Something that I predict Harden,
KD and
Kyrie,
James Harden have already.
but when you add someone named Kyrie Irving into the mix,
Nonsense. You tell me those three won't play well together.
listen.
They're gonna play well together.
they have a lot of work. They have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work cut for them. They have a lot of work.
Come on.
Listen, all I have to say is that Kyrie Irving is Queen Kyrie.
Okay, Jacob.
And he ruins
Oh, wait,
chemistry.
Jacob. Tell me the starting five on Brooklyn.
You got the three of them.
Yeah, who else?
You got Joe Harris,
Okay.
Yeah, CP Joe
and
Harris.
then you got the DeAndre Jordan, which we know is not.
No, but
Not
DeAndre Jordan could get some rebounds.
Yeah, they need it.
He's not better than Allen, but
they need a big man.
they're going to get someone off waivers.
I mean, hopefully.
Like Chandler or
Here's the thing: the Nets are gonna have to be big buyers in the buyout market and see who
That's
they
true.
can get there.
I would try to trade for JaVale McGee.
No, they don't. What are they gonna give up? They have nothing.
I don't give up the first round in 2029. I don't even know.
That's stupid.
I don't even know. Give up something to get McGee or to buy out. Hopefully, you get McGee. Get someone like that. You need to get a center as well as DeAndre have. But right now, looking at those four players, who's guarding James Harden? Who's guarding Kyrie? Who's guarding KD? And Joe Harris is he's a great free and D. Two-way player. I don't know a better one. Really.
Okay, he's not.
Two-way.
He's
Okay,
not a good defender. He's a very good shooter.
two-way player.
Joe Harris might be the best 3-point shooter out of all of them.
He is.
He is.
So like that just is.
I don't understand. Name me a better free-point shooter than Joe Harris in the league.
Okay, on a rate.
Besides him.
Dame.
Give me like 10 people. Give me 10 people.
Hold on. You have to understand, on a rate and efficiency rate, Joe Harris is one of the best in the league.
Come on, Jake.
I'll name some.
10 people.
I can't name me 10. Steph, Dame, Clay.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not really sure on this one.
Exactly.
But I'm not even gonna say what
Exactly,
I'm gonna say,
Jacob.
but
Exactly.
it's a top 3-point shooter.
Yeah. So I don't know why you're trying to hate on the net shooting.
I'm not hating on him.
That's what you were just saying. He's the best 3-point shooter. Is that a surprise? No, it's not.
It's good.
It's great. It's not
So should we move on?
Yeah, I think we should move on now.
The New York Jets are hiring Robert Saleh.
Here we go.
Saleh. It's like Hala with an S.
I'm very happy. Hallelujah.
No, not hallelujah. He's Todd
Saleh is
Bowles.
expected to take
Todd Bowles.
49ers passing game coordinator Mike LaFleur with him
That's
as his
another one.
offensive coordinator.
Very good, Mike
Good
LaFleur.
for you. You got Mike LaFleur.
So
Very good.
Justin, the floor is yours.
As the Jets, we needed to get new culture in here. We need to get rid of Adam Gase. New culture, defensive coordinator. He's going to help the defense a lot. What did he do for the Niners past 2 years?
Okay.
What did he do?
I said this to you earlier.
No, wait. Todd Bowles, what did he do for the Cardinals those 2 years he was GC?
He was a good defensive coordinator.
But not better than Salah. And Richard Sherman praised him. I want to let you know that.
Are we gonna? Okay, if you're
If
gonna
we're
go,
comparing them,
oh no, hold
I'll compare
on.
them.
We also have to go into talent level too. The talent level that the 49ers
What did they have this year?
Completely insane.
What did the Niners have this year? What did the Niners have this year?
Okay,
Okay, no one.
This year they really had just Fred Warner and Eric Armstead, and that was it. All right, and Richard Sherman. I'll give them credit.
Richard Sherman was out some games too.
Salah did a very good job this season using what pieces he had on defense. I will give him a lot of
They
credit.
had Pat Pete back then, and he was good.
Also, I never said he wasn't a good defensive coordinator.
It's
I
great,
said
fantastic.
that is not what the Jets need.
Then who would you have signed?
I would have signed who the Falcons went for, and
Arthur Smith.
yeah, Arthur Smith. That's who I would have went for.
OC, right? On the
On the Titans. He was a Titans OC. I would have went for Arthur Smith.
no.
That I would have went for. Either him or Greg Roman from the Ravens. That's what I would have went for. Or Eric Bieniemy.
So why are you saying they're better than him? I'm just wondering.
Because the Jets need offense. Their defense is not the problem.
They got Matt LaFleur. Mike LaFleur, I meant, not Matt LaFleur.
Okay, that's not my point. I'm saying
You said they need their offensive coordinator.
They need an offensive-minded head coach.
They had Gase. They tried that. Didn't work.
Okay, first of all, before Gase was hired, he looked like a complete trash can. The Jets hiring him was probably one of the worst moves in their franchise's history.
One of them, yes.
Them hiring him was just completely retarded because I think he went either 7-9 or some mediocre record like that with the Dolphins the previous season.
No, he went 9.
Huh?
I thought he had 9. No, the first season.
No. He went 10-6 and went.
Oh yeah, then he went like 6 or 7
seasons.
6 or 7.
And then after that season, I think it was 2 seasons. He went I think it was 7-9 and some other bad record.
7-9 is not bad, Matthew.
It's not good.
It's not bad though.
It's not good.
It's middle.
No,
it's not even 500. Not even 500.
It's decent.
no.
That's
Jacob, how much did the Cowboys win this year?
we're not going out to the Cowboys.
Exactly.
It's not. It's not. That doesn't make the point. That doesn't justify your point, though.
Okay, so the Cowboys were in the bottom half this year.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they were.
They
Thank
suck.
you for admitting that. Thank you for finally
They
admitting that.
They suck.
I've never not admitted that.
No, Jacob. Super Bowl playoffs. They're gonna beat the Giants.
I don't even think Jared Allen is even playing tonight.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sup, beast.
I got the chat on the screen, guys. How's that for you?
Very good. It's the best.
Oh, very nice.
So
Super biased. I agree.
Super biased. Me?
I'm not biased. So
Can't
I'm
break.
going to right now give the Jets credit. I'm going to praise them.
I'm actually. I like
But what? What are you praising?
You got new energy, new culture.
They hired. I'll do this here. They hired a leader. They hired. They hired somebody who can lead the team. And I'm telling you this, Sam Darnold will stay.
Yes, I agree.
The Jets are not going to draft Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence because Trevor Lawrence is going to Jacksonville.
Correct.
Don't fall into
Correct.
the rumors of
Correct. I was just messing with you.
I'm saying in general. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to anybody watching.
No, that's what you're talking to me. You're talking directly to me. But you're trying to say that.
So if I'm talking to you, then I'll just do this. Justin, I could just talk to, but I'm not. So,
You're directly towards it to me because I'm a Jet fan.
but I just gave you credit for the hire.
Thank you.
I think it's a good hire.
I think so.
I think I sort of foresee them as being a team like the Chicago Bears.
I can see that. I agree with Jacob.
That's not a compliment.
Oh, they made the playoffs, did they? Did they make the playoffs?
God, you make the playoffs as 8-8.
I thought about this last night.
They kept Ryan.
The Jets are going to be the
Pace and
Chicago
Bad
Bears of the AFC.
But if Sam Darnold shows up, they could be higher. If Sam Darnold.
That's disgusting being compared to the Chicago Bears.
But Jacob,
Hold on. The McCaskies are so incompetent that after an 8-8 season where they showed clearly that they were not a good team, they decided to keep Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace for another season.
Jacob, I have a question. Would you go for a receiver or O-line?
O-line. If they can get the Oregon guy, whatever his name is,
They were going to get him.
if they can get him,
Him and Becton?
Him and Beckman, that's a dominant duo. I think you need O-line. If you're listen, you go O-line in the first round, you go receiver in the second round.
Are you shocked Peterson didn't get signed? I thought he was.
I'm not shocked. He's a terrible coach.
I thought Douglas loved him.
Listen, Joe Douglas. It initially seemed that him and Douglas had a lot of connections, but I'm happy Doug Peterson.
I'm happy with Robert Saleh. I'm actually very happy.
I will give the Jets credit. They didn't hire Doug Peterson. They didn't hire a retread like they did last time in Gase. So I'll give them credit for that.
All right. Jacob, we're heading towards something.
Can we move on?
Yeah, and by the way, Brady, it might be looking Super Bowl. I'm not trying to get my hopes up a little.
So
Calm yourself here.
is there anything else that I wanted to address? Oh, we addressed this.
Oh, he's playing. He's playing next game. I think he's Kyrie.
He's remaining out Saturday.
Yeah, because of COVID protocols, but he should be back next game.
And also, speaking of COVID, it's 6 Wizards.
Oh, so they're not going to be playing for another week, possibly.
Very well, so.
Good boy.
And the other thing is, I want to bring up Karl Anthony Towns also tested positive.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate for Jacob.
Very unfortunate. Jacob has him in fantasy basketball, but
Yeah.
And Matt has Yusuf Nurkic.
Hopefully he's asymptomatic so he can come back the day he's cleared. But
Yep.
not saying if he has symptoms he wouldn't be able to come back, but just we know definitely he'll be back. Like Tatum will be back next Wednesday for sure.
Okay. Thanks, Jacob, for your analysis. I thought. What about Ja? When is he coming back?
Tomorrow.
Confirmed?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
So this is why the NBA this is such an issue. It's the same thing in the NFL. They had the same exact issue. It's just more magnified in the NBA because there are less players on a team. So they're going to go by winning percentage,
I agree.
and that's going to suck for some teams.
I agree. That's like with the play-in. What happened in the
Well, they're gonna have to play in. I have a feeling they're gonna make some rule like if the team's like
No, they have playing games.
away.
Between 7 to 10 day playing games.
Yeah, the NBA has that. I don't think the NFL should do that. That's retarded.
The NFL won't do that, but
NFL.
it's just more magnified the issue.
But it makes sense because Jacob was saying with how many people were there on each team.
That's
Makes
true.
total sense. So I
The
don't think
NFL, I'm sure some
basketball
teams had 6 players out some weeks, but they played because they were
They have
huge rosters.
Right.
They
So
were
that-
practice squad. They have a huge teams, but
that's why I feel like NFL lasted, and it did compared to NBA, which might not if there's a bubble, because I don't know how long they could be dealing with this.
I think they need another bubble again. I think the
I think
bubble is
that's
a
smart.
great idea, and I think they need another bubble.
For basketball, football, they could do whatever.
Football, they can do whatever.
Jacob, but I want you to touch on right now the hockey. What happened to the Rangers last night?
yeah, they
No, boy.
lost.
What happened? Could you explain yourself?
Their defense is awful.
The Rangers are rebuilding right now, even though they did have the first overall pick. That people think the NHL actually rigged. People think they rigged the lottery.
Right.
To give the Rangers. Well, you say it right, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
No,
because
it does. It does. I'm not saying.
when you
They're
the
not rigging
NHL, which is hockey's an amazing sport to watch. If you
No. I'd rather watch baseball.
I agree.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
Well,
hockey's
come
a
on.
very
I think if it's an amazing
Jacob, how much do you actually know about hockey?
a little.
Okay,
tiny.
But I
tiny. Amount.
but I'm
It's like
gonna
in
share
basketball.
that if, for example, if you're sports betting and you're on hockey, you'd have a blast watching the game.
Okay. Do you bet on sports then?
No, but
I
just
So then, what's the point?
don't understand.
it just hockey's a great sport to watch. It's very fun to watch.
So okay, what would you watch? Would you watch basketball over it?
No,
You okay?
no, I wouldn't watch hockey. I wouldn't watch hockey over basketball. I would not watch hockey over basketball.
Oh, now you changed it. Okay.
No, I didn't change it. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
You got a little confused.
Just say, are you okay? Just
So
stop.
but
Just
you rather
stop.
watch baseball over hockey, though, right?
The baseball is great. Yankees. Did
Oh,
better.
Jacob, let's segue into that.
We'll talk about them later. I wanted to split the NFL up into
All right, we'll split it.
do a little sandwich today.
Okay.
A little sandwich. Turkey? Or salami? What do you want?
I like the turkey from Ohio.
Someone else does too.
Let's actually
Oh,
do this
all right, all right. Let's go over predictions from last.
Let's do this. Let's do predictions first.
Okay. So, me and Jacob tied last week. I went 4 out of 6. Jacob went 4 out of 6, and Justin went 2 out of 6.
What?
Week.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one. Okay, tell me.
You were terrible last week.
I'll
Justin.
tell you what you did.
Tell me.
We all had Bills.
Okay.
Good. We all had Titans. Bad. We all had Steelers. Bad. You had Seahawks. Me
No.
and Jacob had Rams.
No, I said if golf played. Golf didn't play. Matthew, what are you talking about?
Then
Golf
why?
played.
Hold on. Then why did you change your prediction in the group chat the day of? Then
Because I didn't look at game pigeon, whatever that's called. Come on. I said if golf was playing, they would win. And golf did play.
so then you're 3 of 6.
Thank you.
Actually, sorry, you didn't even have the Bills. You had the Colts.
Oh, so it goes back to it.
You had Colts.
So it goes back to 3 and 6.
You're at 3 and 6 either way.
And then what was the other one I messed up?
We all messed up. Titans and Steelers.
Oh, that's why I didn't. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I knew I didn't get 2. I'll tell you that much.
All right, and then for the biggest blowout, Jacob had Bills. I had Saints. Justin, you had Bucks. And by my calculations, I think I won that. Because I think the Bucks game was, what was it, 8 or 9?
8.
Okay, so it's 8. That was 8. Then we had the closest game being the Titans game, which I think it the closest game? I think it might have been.
So I was right?
Well, we were all right because that's what we all had.
We all said. And what was I going to say? But who did we say was the biggest
then,
blowout? Who won blowout?
Well, I had Saints, you had Bucks, Jacob had Bills. So just going back to the score.
Matt, you got it.
The Bills game was 3, the Bucks game was 8, and the Saints game was 12.
Yeah, you won that.
So I won that. And then we all got the closest.
As a tie.
We all got the closest game right because we all said Titans versus Ravens, which was right. Sorry, we got that wrong. It was the Colts Bills. So we all got that wrong.
Oh.
So that's +1 for me. And
Jacob got Matt one this week.
Yep. All right. Let's go to divisional round. All right. First game, Jacob, go ahead.
First game, here we go. Let's just actually do this first.
We need every man out here tonight. We expect the best out of everybody out here. Do your job. We don't need anything else. Tonight's tonight. Every one of you, man. What else do you want to say?
Okay, here we go. I got my 3 papers next to me. I have everything, all the notes.
Okay, let's go.
Rams against the Packers. Let's start that off first.
I've been doubting the Rams the past couple weeks about the defense and
you have
about
Justin, you've doubted them the whole entire season.
Not the whole season.
Most of the
season. I've been doubting the Rams.
Yeah,
but you could also say they're in Green Bay this week, probably in the snow. I'm assuming, correct?
It's cold.
The AccuWeather predicts that it is going to be snow.
Oh, snow! But Jared Goff did.
Well, actually, it's predicting cold. I don't know about snow.
Oh,
cold weather, very cold.
Jared Goff did it with a broken thumb. Is Cooper Kupp playing?
I think so.
Cooper Kupp is playing.
I'm assuming he is.
Aaron Donald should be ready. They have the best defense in the league, as you clearly saw against Seattle. Jalen Ramsey's the best corner in the league. Give me the Rams.
Okay. Rams it is. All right. Am I up, Jacob, or you want to go last?
You do that.
All right. So, the Rams, me and Jacob have been very big stands for them all season. We've been advocates for their defense. But that being said, I don't know if I could trust them against the Packers. Because the reason they won against the Seahawks last week is because they couldn't muster anything. Not a single thing on offense. And the Seahawks played like complete garbage last week. Now, are the Rams going to be able to pull off the same performance in an out-of-division foe in the Packers? That I have concerns about. Because the Rams had played the Seahawks 2 times in the season this year, and this was their 3rd time playing them. So they knew how to accurately prepare for them. So with that being said, I'm going with the Packers, but I wouldn't doubt if Jared Goff actually is healthy this game if the Rams end up winning.
Probably going to be.
But I'm going to go with the Packers for now.
A little spicy, Matthew. Spicy.
Go ahead.
Matt, I guarantee Aaron Donald's going to be coming at him.
Without
Aaron Donald, did you see what he did to Seattle?
Oh, my God. He was dominant.
And what is going to happen to Davante Adams? He's going to get shut down by Jalen Ramsey.
All right.
You hear it right here. Davante Adams.
I have some stats for you. Okay, let's first go to the keys of the game for the LA Rams is to keep Davante Adams under control and out of the end zone. Get after Aaron Rodgers, let Cam Akers roll, and for the Packers, keep the run game strong, keep Rodgers upright, and for the and also get production from the tight end position. So, I want to share some stats that I highlighted earlier today from Next Gen Stats. The Jalen Ramsey, who has aligned in the slot 16.3% of the defensive time.
What's the matter?
What?
Give me
What?
a second. This is big news coming on.
What's the matter?
Oh, boy.
Matt, their defensive tackle is doubtful to play. I just want to let you know.
Who?
Kingsley Kiki?
That doesn't mean anything to me because the
I'm just-
Packers really don't have good defense. What?
What?
Just give me a second.
Jacob, you keep saying, give me a sec. Oh, boy.
Who is this?
I have no idea.
Who is this?
Oh, boy.
Oh, 1.2K? What you doing? Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Peter.
Look who it is.
I play Minecraft.
Welcome.
OOT.
We see you playing 2K there, Peter. It's the best.
So what's the question? Rams versus Green Bay Packers. I'm taking the Packers.
Camper, we don't need your sound effects anymore. All right, we're good. We get the gist. We got it.
The Rams have Deshaun Watson.
He's gone.
Camper, we got the gist.
I know. It's just a funny moment. Jalen Ramsey, who's aligned in the slot on 16.3% of the defensive snaps this season, including playoffs, the highest rate of his career. Should they send him to Shadow Adams?
Probably.
Which Ramsey has just allowed 6 receptions for 40 yards and hasn't allowed a touchdown on 12 targets when aligned in the slot this season. Ooh. So the Rams rank top 4 in completion percentage, yards per attempt, touchdown per interception ratio, and passer rating allowed on deep passes. So, wow. They Rodgers has attempted a deep throw on 14.1% of his passes this season, the second highest rate in the NFL behind Tom Brady. He's been excellent on these attempts, posting a 12-0 and touchdown to interception ratio and a 128.7 passer rating. So,
I don't see it.
So then I want to share these other stats quickly here.
I don't see the Packers winning. I really don't.
The Packers, Rodgers and Adams connected on 76.7 of their
That happened.
attempts this season, the second highest rate among the 60 quarterback wide receiver duos with 150 attempts in the past 20 seasons. But will Ramsey be up to the task on the other side of the line of scrimmage? Pro Bowler receivers have caught 37% of their passes when Ramsey was the nearest defender this season, according to NFL stats. That's the lowest allowed by any defensive back. Ramsey also ranks in the top 5 in lowest completion percentage over expectation allowed per NFL stats. So I'm gonna go with the Rams here.
Thank you, Camper, for agreeing with me.
No, it's actually picking the right team that's gonna win.
I did. I picked the Rams.
I know.
So I don't understand.
I'm agreeing with you because you're not the freaking director of the football game.
I am.
You're not a freaking genie.
Guarantee the Rams will win. And Devontae Adams. You know what, Mr. Devontae? You are not scoring 2 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think he was scoring 2 touchdowns in the first place.
I don't even think he's. You know what? He's not even scoring 1.
Okay.
Okay. Put that in the books. Not even 1 touchdown. 0. 0 touchdowns.
Let's move on. This game also tomorrow is at 4:35 p.m. So this should be a fun one.
Is that the first game?
Yep.
Yep, tomorrow.
First game of the day.
Should we go live after the Ravens-Bills game tomorrow night? Is it maybe. If it's a close game,
Maybe.
we'll decide. Okay.
Because the game ends at what time? 9?
No.
Starts at 8:15.
Probably like 11 or
Oh,
so.
it doesn't start at 6:40?
No.
No.
Oh, then we could go live after the other game if you want.
Maybe.
6:40 is Sunday, Buccaneers Saints.
Then we could go over. We could do the other game because it's at 4:35. We have 4 hours, 2
We'll
hours
see.
in between, possibly.
We'll see what happens.
I'm probably gonna be more glued to the Nets game because James Harden is questionable and possibly playing. So James.
Well,
Harden-
no. It's because you have the 3 superstars.
No, Kyrie's
on
not.
defense.
No, Kyrie's not even playing.
Okay,
So I just want to just watch.
You have the two superstars.
I just want to watch them. I want to
fair
enjoy,
enough.
sit down, watch the new super team that's probably going to win the whole thing this year.
Little update so far in my fantasy team. I want to share that I'm winning 1,033 to 930. Tingus Pingus is 38 points. Luke only has 60, which is good.
Camper.
Yep.
We're in the middle. We're in the middle of a show.
And
It
do we
was
care?
updated. I wanted to update everyone on the health of
Do
Tingus
we
Pingus.
care?
Hold on.
I wanted to update you on the health of Tingus Pingus.
I'm going to share a little clip. Hold on.
Uh-oh. We don't care.
I'm going to share a little clip real quick. Let me just share my screen. Go over to Chrome tab, share audio. I'm going to share this real quick. You mind putting it up on screen, Camper? You mind? Jacob, put it up on screen real quick.
We do not care.
Who said we care, Jacob?
We do not care.
Jacob thinks we care about his fantasy team 24/7.
We couldn't give two damns.
We care about his team every second of our lives.
Camper,
I care about his
that is your job to care about.
Oh, Matthew, I forgot to tell you.
Not mine.
I'll tell you right now, actually, on the show, perfectly, if you want to talk about fantasy. You offered me Chris Paul and Rashard Holmes for Kevin Durant.
I know you did.
What planet were you on?
I mean,
I was in the state of Ohio.
yeah, okay.
Clearly.
Along with a good friend of ours.
So I wanted to address something quickly.
What, Jacob?
Let's move on.
What did you want to address?
Let's
fantasy
move on.
team.
Not to move on. Let's shift over to the Saturday night game tomorrow.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens.
That's going to be the game of the week.
Not Saints Bucks?
No, this is the game of the week.
Okay.
I see it. I love my Buccaneers, but this is the game of the week. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. This is phenomenal. Two young talents going up against each other. They just came off a win versus the Titans.
I already know who I have.
Do you know what's crazy actually about this matchup or about these matchups this week?
What, Jacob?
Who do you say is the worst quarterback out of all these quarterbacks? Probably Jared Goff, right?
Probably, yeah.
And he was the first overall pick in the draft. Like that just says so much about these quarterbacks, all of them playing this week.
Yeah, they're good. They're very good. Very what they do.
Yep.
Well, going back where I was, I feel some motivation. I feel some Lamar Jackson.
Oh boy.
I don't trust Josh Allen. How many times I have to tell you? Versus this defensive line. How stacked is Baltimore's defensive line? Stacked. Very stacked. And they stopped Derrick Henry.
Good for
They
them.
stopped Derrick Henry. What team stopped Derrick Henry this year?
Not many.
Not many.
If any at all.
I give them credit for that. Huge credit for that. Lamar Jackson is phenomenal. You clearly saw last week. What did he do versus Tennessee? Did you see his running? It's phenomenal. His first playoff win. Congrats on that. You see the Bills made some mistakes in the first half versus the Colts, and Josh Allen made a mistake at the late game as well. You clearly saw, and they made a comeback, the Colts.
I'm going to
And
share my
there's no
screen here.
Zach Moss. So, if Tre'Davious White does not have a good game, they lose.
Okay, so my marking is Ravens or Bills?
Ravens.
Jacob, thoughts? Because I'm already picking the Bills regardless. They're my Super Bowl prediction. I do not think
Wait, I need
Bills
to pull this
are
up in a second.
losing this
In a
week.
second. I got something to show you all in a second.
I'm going to show you guys this quickly. Let me just make sure this is full screen so you guys can actually see the screen. This is Josh Allen against the Blitz this year.
That's insane.
He improved. His blitz
Jacob,
ring
when
is
did he play
third.
the Ravens this year?
This is in general.
No, but when did he play the Ravens this year?
When did the Ravens play the Bills this year?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, the Ravens have a great D-line, and you're going to clearly see it here.
Okay.
And then I have a Ravens defense and blitzes too. So it's really going to be a really good game.
It is. I'm very excited.
Really
to see
excited. And also, guys, I wanted to add that I saw before a little about Aaron Rodgers on difficult passes. So look at that.
Wow.
If difficult passes any attempt with a completion probability under 50%. So that's just crazy just to think about that, how good he really is.
Rodgers is a great quarterback.
Is there anything else that
All right.
about these games? Which is what you wanted.
Oh, this Josh Allen.
In his previous matchup with the Ravens, he was blitzed on a career high 64% of
When was
dropbacks.
this? When was this?
This was week 2019, week 14.
Jacob, do you know who they gained on the D line?
This is just a stat, Justin. I'm
Know
not.
who they gained. Like it's not
Justin, can you name me who they gained? Can you
I
tell me
can't
who they
pronounce his name. He's from the Viking.
gained? Yeah, Yannick Ngakoue.
There you go, him.
Okay.
And did they get Campbell, or did they have him last year?
Calais Campbell's still there.
Is there anything else this week? Oh, this too. But Josh, I'm picking Josh Allen. I think the Bills will easily win this game.
Thank you, Jacob.
Blowout?
Easily.
Well, this is the
No, not
highest
blowout.
scoring?
Not blowout.
Is this the? You think this is going to be the highest amount of points lost by?
No.
You think they're going to win easily?
Is there anything else to share? No,
Nope.
not really.
That game will go to. I have a feeling the Chiefs might blow out the Browns. To be honest, that might be my blowout for this week.
I agree with that.
Oh, listen, the Browns had a very spirited performance last week, but I do not.
And
see
I'll
them-
explain how they won. But
I don't see them. I don't think they have another spirited performance.
and they got Wolf, Derek Wolf. Come on, man. No, watch this.
Where do you play last, Jackson?
I might be wrong, but the Broncos.
You're right. Very good.
Ready? Do you see my screen?
No.
We share it.
Matt, this is why it's not happening.
Justin, you didn't share it yet. I didn't see it.
Matthew, this is why this is not happening. I'll tell you right now. Ready? Your prediction with the Bills. Ready?
You didn't share it again.
Jacob agreed with me, but okay.
I'll tell you why.
Justin, you didn't share your screen yet.
Shared? Unable to share screen. Share screen is not allowed.
It's
What?
allowed.
You probably disabled in your computer. You have to fix it.
How do I fix it?
Honestly, right now it's probably not. It's probably
Okay,
not
I'll
the
look.
time.
All right. So what did you want to share, Justin?
I'll do it on my phone then.
Okay.
Oh, I just did it. Okay, here we go. Did it work?
I don't see it.
All right, I'll just do it on my phone.
That's fine. Just
Give me
follow.
20 seconds. You guys can keep talking. If you want.
Yeah. So
All right. So me and Jacob agree. The Bills will be winning
All
tomorrow.
right, Matt, this is why they're not winning.
Two things. The Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. And they're going to play the Green Bay Packers. Two things.
That's what's happening.
Okay. I understand Charles Barkley is a big clown when it comes to predicting things. He also predicted your Blazers to go to the finals too. So, you want to go off little jinxes there. Just to give you a little
clown alert.
big clown. So if you want to go off jinxes,
He's He's sometimes right, sometimes wrong. But
so then why?
he
Okay, so
trolled takes, which I respect him with. But that take, it's
What?
not happening.
I'll give him.
That's not happening, Matthew.
I mean, listen. All I'm saying is,
They're going to lose to the Chiefs, or they're losing this week. It's not happening.
listen. Okay. So what? Doesn't matter. I have them
I'm
winning.
proving a point. The Super Bowl.
Well, we're not talking about next
Oh,
week.
you thinking they're winning the Super Bowl? Do you think they're winning the Super Bowl?
I think they're going to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, but not winning.
do I think they're winning it? No.
Okay. Thanks for
I have Drew Brees going out on the sunset. That's what I have.
Oh, so you have them beating the Buccaneers?
I do.
Oh God, can't wait to talk about that.
Okay. Now,
Baseball.
You really just love that for whatever reason.
this morning, I woke up at 7, like 6. Let me see what time exactly. I got the alert. The Yankees return. DJ LeMahieu resigns. My day was changed. I woke up right away, running out of bed, jumping, screaming, having a wonderful day. And about, let's say, 4 hours later, well, about 3.5 hours later, I found out that it was a 6-year, $90 million deal. And you say, wow, it's a lot of years. It is. But it's good for the Yankees. This is why, because the average annual value of LeMahieu is $15 million a year, which is just a slight raise over his 12, which is just crazy to think how an MVP candidate for back-to-back seasons got only $3 million more than he in his previous contract, which is just crazy. He wanted to be in New York. He got back. And yes, so we'll have him for 6 years. Those last 2 years will be whatever. I don't think he shouldn't age that poorly in the game because
it's not a power bat. He's a
contact hitter.
bat.
He's position second base. He's not really. Maybe they could slide him to first maybe in his end of his career, or you could maybe always trade him away. It's not really a big deal.
It's not
and even at $15 million for a bench player is not really crazy. So it's a great deal for them. Great deal. They got some more money to use in other places, which we'll talk about in a couple moments. And yeah, any thoughts, Matt?
I honestly think, listen, I was getting very, very, whether this was warranted or not, I was getting very concerned that the Yankees were going to screw this up because I'd seen reports that he was disgruntled. He wasn't agreeing with the amount of money they were going to give him. But then obviously the news came in this morning. I was very happy that they re-signed him. I thought it was a good contract that they re-signed him on. And overall, I just think it was a good day. We'll get on to the point about Corey Kluber in a little bit here.
So I wanted to share. We can move on to Cory Kluber now. So I wanted to share something that Jeff Passan didn't break the news. Actually,
oh, very unfortunate.
It was Talking Jake.
He broke the news.
He said, "Hey, Jeff Passan. A source told me Cory Kluber is signing with the Yankees pending physical. Can't confirm. Thanks, BB." Yeah.
Wow.
But I'll tell you this: he probably just took a guess.
He probably took a guess.
That didn't happen, and he just did that, which is very funny because everyone on Twitter is now quoting him on the deal.
Good for him.
It's just
Good
really
for
funny
him.
because he's really funny.
Good for talking.
He's very funny.
He's the best.
And I just think it's very funny that
it's funny that everyone's tweeting at him that he got it
Jeff
right.
Passan said, like, this is what he said. It's very I think it's very funny. Jeff Passan said that. Oh my God, so many John Heyman tweets. Jeff Passan said, yes, it's true. At Talking Jake did say that Cory Kluber was going to the Yankees. If we're in a fact-telling mood about this, Jake, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but one time he just didn't finish the tweet. He didn't want to say it. But yeah, it's just a funny coincidence.
That is funny that he got it right.
But yeah, the Cory Kluber signing Yankees for a 1 year, $11 million deal.
I think it's a very good deal for Kluber. Obviously, Kluber is coming off.
Oops.
Jacob, what is he coming off of? What surgery did he have while he was on the Rangers?
Cory Kluber has pitched 36 and 2/3 innings in the past two seasons, including just one in 2020. Yanks banking on Cy Young pedigree as well as input of two employees who worked with him at Cressy Sports Performance, Director of Health Performance Eric Cressy, and pitching coach Matt Blake. He's coming off like a shoulder injury, broken arm, like a bunch of injuries.
That's what I thought. Because I knew he was coming off some major injuries. So, listen, Kluber obviously didn't pitch at all for the Rangers, so we can't really base it off of what he did there. And his last season with the Indians, he was obviously injured. Cowboys will win the Super Bowl. That is just, oh my God, that's an amazing username. It's not even true. It's funny. Cowboys will not win the Super Bowl. But
why do I think that's Justin?
I have a feeling it's Justin too. It doesn't really seem by anyone else but Justin. But going back to my point that Cory Kluber, I'm happy that he's with the Yankees now. The Yankees obviously need pitching help. He's only going to help. He's only going to add to that. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is obviously it's an $11 million contract, which is all right. It's only for a season. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. But now with the Cory Kluber signing, where did the Yankees go with Tanaka and James Paxton? I think Paxton's probably gone, but
Tanaka's gone too.
Why do you think Tanaka's gone as well?
He's gone. So he wants like 15, 16 million a year, and he's not getting that, especially after the $11 million deal. So it's not happening. He's gone.
I mean, listen,
he'll be in Japan this year. I'll tell you that. I'll be the one to tell you. Yep, that's where he'll be.
Japan.
It's either Yankees or Japan. He'll be in Japan this year, unless another team. He's honestly one of the top starters in the whole market because he actually.
Thoughts on Dak? His ankle is broke.
This is probably honestly it's either Peter or Justin.
Someone like that. Dak's ankle is broke. Oh, welcome back.
I want to just inform you guys about Japan. He said he doesn't want to go any other team besides the Yankees. No,
of course.
So Jacob,
I just think it's going to be interesting whether they actually the Yankees want to give him the money that he wants to resign him.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Listen, if the Yankees aren't, listen, I have a feeling if Tanaka says to himself, "Do I want to come back to the Yankees or do I want to go to Japan?" It depends on the contract the Yankees are going to give.
If Kluber, I don't know what the deal was, but if it's a very like incentive-based deal, it might be like $6 million base. I don't really know what it is exactly, but I just know that.
I have a feeling it's probably incentive-based because there's no way they just gave him $11 million outright.
They also have a very inside source on him because they sort of knew that how he would be because they literally have their people that work on their team literally rehab with him, and they knew the most out of him. So I'm not really worried here.
I'm not worried about his health. I'm just saying, obviously now you have Garrett Cole and Cory Kluber as two good pitchers in the rotation, but where do you go from there?
They'll hopefully add another starting pitcher, trade for somebody.
Hopefully.
Let's move on here to some NFL. Should we play the trailer again or no? We don't need to.
Do some Oh no, yeah,
trailer.
A little hype.
I like the guy on the top left corner with the very good analytics. Yes, Jacob has his Campolytics. It's very nice. Jacob looks very confused.
We need every man out here tonight. We expect the best out of everybody out here. Do your job. We don't need anything else. Tonight's tonight. Every one of you, man. That's what you think, man.
We'll be getting to that in a second, yes. I don't think we're starting with that.
Very good, very happy.
We're not. So this is gonna be a long one. Buckle up.
Holy moly! Andre Drummond, 32 points, 23 rebounds.
What did you say?
32 points, 23 rebounds.
I'll be trading for him very soon.
I thought you didn't want him now.
I did.
There was no Jarrett, so.
Well, obviously, I'm Jarrett. He's not playing tonight.
Let's go over this Browns and Chiefs matchup that I think is going to be a very good one. Well, Justin, you can start. Oh.
Now what?
Peter's
trying to alert that Mr. Tinky Pinky might be injured again.
Oh boy.
He's on the sidelines with his mask on with ice on his shoulders.
Sure. What happened with him? He has ice on it. You don't know the full story.
I saw he was on the sidelines in a 104 to 103 game, tied almost with the Bucks.
Oh, with the Bucks. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
I happen to have on right over here. I just turned it on. Look at it. Look at this. It's a close game.
Very nice.
Oh, you're watching while doing the show. Okay.
Well, I just turned it on actually, and it's actually a very good thing to be because I'm gonna notify you guys with live updates.
I don't want to. We're doing the show. Why would we?
Well, we're sports, so this is an important thing.
Double by Brooke Lopez tonight. Very good.
Matt, how's Giannis is doing? Should I check how Giannis is doing?
Okay, we'll go back to
sports. We're talking about sports. This is very good.
He has 31 points and 8 rebounds and 1 assist so far. I'm very good with that.
Tingus played 27 minutes tonight, so we're increasing those minutes.
Okay,
I love to see it.
Tingus had 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist.
That's fine.
That's fine. Double. Good enough.
Tingus.
Okay. Matt, you can start with the Browns Chiefs.
Okay. So, the Browns, very impressed by their performance last week. They were up 28-0.
I don't know how much I buy that.
What?
The 2 of the touchdowns didn't really even matter.
Hold on. You're not okay. Let me just come around. I'm just talking about how impressive their performance was.
I was impressed with the.
I'm very impressed by their performance last week. Obviously, I think the Steelers are big phonies. I think they're one of the worst 11-0 teams of all time. I'm just putting it out there now. But with that being said, they are not winning against the Chiefs. And I have a feeling that you guys might disagree with me.
Who joined? Somebody joined.
But I have a. This is me.
Gavin.
I have a feeling that this year the same thing is going to happen than last year. They were down 24-0 against the Texans. All right, and they ended up coming back and scoring I think it was 7 or 8 straight touchdowns. I have a feeling they might fall into the same type of trap again, only because it might just be a little bit of a trend for them. They get off slow because they're always on a bye. They rest their players week 17. So I have a feeling that something like that could happen again. But with that being said, they're gonna win. I don't have them losing.
Thank you. I can't see them losing to the Browns of all teams. The only way I can see the Browns winning is running and pounding the football, which is going to happen. But
even then,
Mahomes.
They have Chris Jones too. The defensive line is good.
Here's the thing: you need some receivers to balance it out and have a shootout. That's why I could see the Ravens in a way. They have some receivers, and their defense is much better than the Browns. That's why I can see the Ravens somewhat upsetting them, or Buffalo. Whoever wins that game, I can see them upsetting the Chiefs, but I can't see the Browns. They looked impressive last week, yes, without their coach. Myles Garrett got to the quarterback a few times, got to Big Ben a few times. And here's the other thing, which I'm going to have to say to you. And you know what? They got lucky. They got lucky. You know they got lucky, Matthew. With the first touchdown, the center, are you joking me? And Big Ben for 2 picks?
No, I know. I'm not saying that they didn't get lucky.
Only the first half I'll give them, really.
I think Chiefs are going to win.
I think so, too.
Easy.
2 touchdowns.
Here we go.
Yes, Jacob?
The Chiefs like to blitz, sending additional rushers on 38.9% of opposing.
Cowboys will win the Super Bowl, agrees with us.
Okay. Hi, George. Honestly, Peter, one of those. Chiefs like to blitz, sending additional rushers on 38.9% of opposing dropbacks this season, the 4th highest rate in the league. The Chiefs have allowed the 4th lowest passer rating when blitzing at 81.8 and the 5th lowest completion rate at 57.3%. Mayfield was well above that rate at 65.4% when getting the ball out quickly against the Pittsburgh defense with a better pass rush than Kansas City. And that falls in line with his performance against the blitz over the entire season, which I'll have for you shortly on the screen. Mayfield has completed 60% of his passes against the blitz for an average of 8.2 yards per attempt, a 15-3 touchdown to interception ratio, and a top 5 passer rating at 113.6. So that's that right there. So
Baker's not going to be playing better than this kid.
So look at that stat right there on the screen for everyone to watch here. So clearly
after stat of saying they're going to win.
Summary. I never said who I think is going to win anyway, so I don't know why we're assuming here.
I'm assuming because you're showing these stats defending
So
Mayfield.
This game, I think, if we're talking about like the upsets, this game could be the upset of the week. It could, because
But what other game?
No. I feel like the Rams could be an upset on upset.
What really games are upsets?
I'm gonna ask you this:
the Rams and
which team are you more confident in winning, the Rams or the Browns?
The Rams.
Are you joking me?
What?
No, I'm just asking. I'm not.
Jacob, I swear, if you said the Browns, I would have flipped it.
I'm more confident in the Rams too, but I honestly think the Browns have a very good chance. But I'm going to pick the Chiefs.
Thanks for coming back to Earth, Mister.
I wanted to share the stat with everyone.
It's a good stat. You can share it. It's fine. No worries.
Mayfield is good against the blitz, so watch out for that. Okay. So
I will be watching. So it's Baker Mayfield. Oh, he's back. He's fine.
He's not injured. Okay, good.
All right. So Baker Mayfield, is he showing you his first pick talent now?
Well, Kevin Stefanski has figured him out. Oh my God, Tinkish just picked a 3.
Imagine
shooting it. He likes to shoot 3s. His hands he got hit in the face as he was shooting it.
This is funny.
Yes.
You are Gavin. Hello, Gavin.
Put me on air. You are on air. It says on air.
Oh, here he is.
We hear you. We don't.
Oh, by
okay.
the way,
Shall we move on?
Knicks lost to the Cavaliers by 3 points.
Yeah, they did. And Dallas just lost by 4 to Milwaukee.
Very good. That's a lot.
So that's your stat for the night for that game.
Very good. Very good. Okay. I already can mark 2 of the predictions because I already know what Justin has for the Bucks Saints game.
So let's move on here.
Okay, Justin, since you're such a big Tom Brady fan, we're gonna let you start with this one.
Why they're gonna win? It's simple. They played them twice already. You know that.
I do.
They played them twice. This is division rivals. They're not getting blown out again. You know that. Tom Brady,
I agree with. I do
you
completely
agree
agree
with that. They got
that.
Devin White back.
Very nice.
Very good player.
And
They also AB is up in his level right now. Who's guarding Mike Evans?
I'm not going through the whole defense.
No, who's guarding AB?
Marshall
Exactly.
Lattimore, Marcus Williams. I don't know.
And-
Janoris Jenkins, Eli Apple.
No, and if they're going to run the football, their offense is too much. If you're asking me which offense would I have right now, I would pick the Buccaneers offense. They're at the peak.
What?
Yes, they are right now.
So
guess.
hold on. Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas hasn't been the same this year.
Well, obviously, the Michael Thomas hasn't been playing because he's been injured. So
Right, and when he was playing.
So-
let's see what Kevin thinks.
Bucks, I think, are easily gonna win.
Oh,
But
thank you. Thank
The
you.
only if Saints could win, the only reason they would win is by Alvin Kamara.
You think one of them will mess up?
What?
You think one of them will mess up, or did you say they could win if they show up?
Like if they show up, they'll probably
If they
win.
show up, they'll
Or
win.
they won't
Okay.
probably, but they'll have a chance if they show up.
Yes, I agree they have a chance, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know, it's Brandy. Let's be real.
I think in the playoffs, Tom Brady turns into a LeBron James.
I agree. I 100%
He
agree.
is lit coach. He is like Tom Brady manages the team. He
is.
does. You like last week he was
got
yelling.
AB and Gronk. He literally
He has
got
his
AB and
team.
Gronk.
I'm gonna pick the Bucks
I
Well,
agree.
because
Tom Brady's good at that. I mean,
Right.
he looks like
Todd Bowles will carry the defense.
Todd Bowles will get. I agree. Todd Bowles is a great defensive coordinator.
Oh, I've got a stat here though.
oh boy, let's hear it.
This is actually helps. This doesn't really help any of us, Justin. New Orleans cornerback Marshawn Lattimore has lined up across from Bucks receiver Mike Evans on 72 routes over the past 3 games against each
Hey,
other.
it won't matter because AB.
Listen. Evans had how many receptions? 0 on 6 targets on those plays. But Tampa Bay has options even if Evans is again bottled up. Tight end Rob Gronkowski has 12 receiving touchdowns in the playoffs, tied with John Stallworth for the second most of all time, and Jerry Rice at 22. And receivers Brown and Chris Godwin have 5 receiving touchdown catches since week 14, including playoffs. Tied for the most in the NFL over that span with Stephon Diggs and Devontae Adams. So Chris Godwin can't be dropping the balls again like he was last week.
Here's the thing, Jacob. Here's the thing why I think they'll win. Antonio Brown is back to himself.
Well, Antonio Brown at his best is better than Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So
I agree.
So that's why I feel like.
see you later, Gavin. Have a night.
But
Have a
that's why
wonderful
I
night.
feel like AB is phenomenal, and he's going to show you this game. He'll show you why he's the best receiver in the NFL.
He's not the best receiver in the NFL, Justin.
Fully capable, yes. Fully capable. Yes.
He's very good.
Look,
And
Tom Brady from
what we have to be doing is thanking Tom Brady for keeping him under his hands,
Yes, very
in
smart.
his lap, and taming him and keeping him under with a low profile, which you've noticed, he's very low profile,
Very good.
which is very good. And I like to see
And
it.
no, Jacob, you said he was going to be off in 2 weeks. Remember you said that?
Well, he did have that little issue though.
No,
quickly.
but you said he was going to be off. He wasn't going to be on the team. It's over. Remember you said that he's not going to make it to the playoffs this far. Remember you've been hating on him, and I told you so. That's what I can tell you. I told you so.
Okay.
Am I wrong, Matthew?
No, you're not wrong. I
I
never
told you so.
said you were wrong,
You're
but
like, oh, okay.
I knew. Listen, okay. The Bucks were going against the football team. The football team. We knew they were going to get to the divisional round. Whether they get past that, I have no idea. I do not think so. I think the Saints are winning this game.
Any reasoning?
I do, because I think Drew Brees, this is his last playoff run, and I think
You
he's going to
he has
go out
more
with
to
a
play
bang.
for? You think
What?
You think he has more to play for than Brady? That's what
I do. I agree.
But Brady, like what Jacob said, LeBron James in the playoffs. He'll crush you.
Oh, okay, so doesn't mean anything.
Brees is better than Brady. Brady's better than Brees.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
And that's what
Let me ask you one question. LeBron James is 36, right?
Okay.
Is LeBron James still dominant?
Yes, he's still dominant.
Is Tom Brady still dominant?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. No, that's
Yes,
wrong.
he is. That's
no,
not
he's
wrong.
not.
He has so many
Okay.
receivers.
Hold on.
What did he do 2 years ago? What did he do? Matthew, what did he do 2 years ago? Answer the question.
My one.
Well, answer. What did he do 2 years ago?
He won the Super Bowl.
There you
Good for
go.
him. They didn't do anything. Hold on. First of all, they did nothing on offense this Super Bowl.
No,
That was a
not the
defensive
Super Bowl. I'm saying
battle.
versus the Chiefs. What happened versus the Chiefs when they played in the AFC Championship? He
Oh, they
showed
won.
up.
Good
He
for
showed
them.
up. Brady showed up.
Good for them.
Brady showed up. Did he not?
I'm not saying he
He
didn't.
100% did.
Okay, but
Wrong.
first of all, that is 2 years ago, and Brady is a game manager now. He's not. He's a good
I think he's
QB.
going to take over the game. He's going to take over the game.
He's a good QB, but Brady is not what he used to be.
Of course, from 5 years ago. Of course, Matthew.
That's my point.
I think you
He's
said
not-
LeBron from 15
No,
years
okay,
ago.
okay.
Was the player.
Okay, first of all,
Come on, man.
LeBron is honestly just not falling off at all.
From 15 years ago, he lost them.
Obviously, from 15 years ago, because 15.
And that's the same thing with Brady. But
Okay.
Brady's better than Brady.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
15 years ago, he was 21. Justin, 21 is not different than 36. Okay.
Guys, I just want to pause you for a second, and I just want to share you that Taco Fall hit a 3.
What? He did what now?
He had a free.
Good for him.
Glorious.
I
To
think
me,
Breeze
that's
will win.
funny.
Yeah. Awesome. Love the stats. I agree. Breeze will be winning and going to the NFC Championship game and winning again. He goes to the Super Bowl.
This kid.
He's going out with a ride just like Peyton Manning did, but he's a better version of Peyton Manning from what he was at his age.
But when they crushed, how did the Magic get crushed to the Celtics backups? They Jaylen Brown, but
They did have Jaylen Brown because the Magic just suck.
had a good start.
So, is that it for the show?
Did you hear your prediction, Jacob?
Bucks.
Oh, are we going tiebreaker? You want to do that again?
Biggest
You wanna do that
blowout.
again?
Biggest
What do you think?
blowout and close to
Well,
the game.
Chiefs game. Chiefs, and then give me the Ravens. And,
Closest game.
Hold on, you said Chiefs and Ravens.
mm.
Okay, Jacob. Go.
Closest game. I got Browns Chiefs,
Okay, closest.
and I got the biggest blowout is going to be the Bills game.
Oh, we flipped. Jacob.
I know.
Literally flipped.
And then I'm gonna go real quick. I have biggest blowout being I'm gonna go with the Bills Ravens game as well.
Jacob's not funny at all. Look what he's doing. So do it again.
Oh, very, very nice. Okay. With that being said, I'm going Chiefs for biggest blowout along with Justin, and I'm going for closest game. I'm going for the Packers versus the Rams.
Okay, interesting. When we end the show, we'll see everyone later. I see everyone in a few minutes online on PlayStation.
Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll be on.
Justin, will you be on shortly?
Maybe. We'll see.
Everyone have a nice night and enjoy. We'll leave you off with one more playoff trailer
How about them
because
Cowboys?
why not?
I agree. How about them Cowboys?
We need every man out here tonight. We expect the best out of everybody out here. Do your job. We don't need anything else. Tonight's tonight. Every one of you, man. What up, baby?